What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? Anthony Morrison here, and welcome to tonight's Success Connection. I am going to try my webcam here and hope that it works. Let's cut my head off. What's up? How's everybody doing? I know I'm super bright. It's because I got some of my studio lights over here and studio lights over there. I'm still in Destin. I know I told you guys I would be back home in Mississippi, but I actually decided to stay a couple more days here in Destin. They're doing some work on our building here, and so I stayed, and here I am. So it'll be a little bit bright, a little bit different. I was hoping to keep me lit here where you could actually see me, but we are going to be going on and off of the webcam tonight anyway, because I've got something super epic that we're going to do. I came up with this idea. I thought it would be phenomenal, and I truly believe that that it's going to make tonight's Success Connection just off the hook, next level. So we're going to do some really cool stuff. But first things first, I first want to welcome everybody to the Success Connection. I'm gonna blaze through the intro here because I got something really epic to do with you tonight, and it might take a little bit longer, so I'm going to try to keep this part kind of short, okay? First of all, if you're new to the Success Connection, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. We're glad to have you every single night. We're doing awesome stuff here, and hopefully every Thursday night anyway, and so hopefully you see the value in it tonight, and you will continue to come back every single week. For those of you that are already here every week, awesome, and thank you for being here. Those of you that are new, please note that the Success Connection is not a training about any one of our particular programs. I know we have a ton of people coming in from the Partner with Anthony program. Thank you so much. We have raving reviews about that. We just released sessions 25 through 30, I believe it was yesterday, and people are going nuts. There's some awesome email marketing training and an epic training with one of the top copywriters in the world that is in there. Again, all just part of your Partner with Anthony program. So for those of you that came in through that, just please go through the sessions. Just phenomenal success stories happening every single day, and you can be one of them. And we've got people that are coming in from our ambassador program. Again, even a bigger opportunity there. So we've got so many new students, but I want you to understand that this time together on Thursday nights is where we build new businesses together, and I give those businesses to you, and I do my very best to really just blow the whole thing up for you, okay? And give you other opportunities to generate revenue. If you're in our Partner with Anthony program, our ambassador program, or any other program, when we give you a full-blown business that you can then own for yourself and go sell to your email list, it doesn't matter which one of our programs you're in, it's going to work for you, right? I mean, if you're in Inbox Inner Circle or Email Domination or any of our list building and email marketing courses, when we give you a full-blown business, you can go sell it to that list. If you're in our ambassador program or Partner with Anthony program, you're making money promoting those programs, but you're building your list. When you build your list, boom, you can sell this course to your list. So totally and completely 110% in alignment with what we want to do and what we need to be doing. I want to be super fast with this. If you are a member of our Facebook group, this is the link right here. This is our Facebook group. Sorry. Go.vsc.com/group. What I want you to do is go into that group and tell everybody we are live. We are live on the Success Connection. So lots and lots of people will see that we are live on the Success Connection, and they can come and join us, because we are not streaming this on YouTube or Facebook or anything else. This is a closed door session. It is only here on GoToWebinar, and it looks like we probably will have, like, I don't know, maybe 17, 18 slots left, and we'll literally max out at 1,000. We do that every week though, so I don't make a big deal about it, because every week we max out. So is what it is. So listen, if you are a member of the group, make some posts there, let everybody know we're live, and here's what we want to talk about, because this is super epic stuff, okay? So let's just dive really fast into the training. All right. I told you that this week what we were going to do is I was going to give you our YouTube ad course videos, okay? And that said also we were going to give away a cash prize. So let's kind of talk about the business model, okay? And what we're doing for those that are new on the Success Connection. So basically what I've been doing is I've been building out a course for you that you get to sell, okay? So I do the work, you get to sell it, you get to keep 100% of the profit, okay? We've already built these opt-in pages right here, okay? And we've already written the free book, all right? So super blazing fast, let me show you, okay? We have the YouTube business, and I've got this student YouTube business right here, all right? So we created all of these opt-in pages for you. So no matter which one of these I choose, you'll be able to see, boom, here's an opt-in page that you can now generate revenue from or generate subscribers from, okay? You get this completely free. You don't just get this one, you get a lot of them, okay? You get 5, 6 different pages. So if you're a new student tonight, don't freak out, don't worry. You're gonna get these, you're gonna get them completely free. So it's all gonna be okay, I promise, okay? I promise you, everything will be fine. You're gonna get them at the end of tonight's session. You're also gonna get this book, How to Generate Revenue Using YouTube. So you're gonna get that book tonight at the end of the webinar, okay? So tonight, end of the Success Connection, I'm gonna give you a link. You can go and download this book, and you can use the book, but you can also give the book away for free so that you can fulfill your promise here on this opt-in page, okay? So that's step 1 of the process, is to do that. Step number 2 of the process is the sales page. That's not done yet, okay? Step number 3 is, what are we selling people? Well, we're selling people a members area. We're selling them a course, right? So that's what you're gonna get to sell people, and that's what I have built for you. So if you take a look, you'll see here our YouTube revenue course members area, all right? Now, last week, what I did was I filled out the organic traffic part of your members area. So like creating your YouTube account, there's a video already in there. Setting up your channel, there's a video in there. Filming your first video, optimizing your videos, your video posting schedule. I did all of this for you. And I told you that this week, we would be going through and I would be giving you all of these videos, which is the paid traffic section of your new course. So here's what I'm doing, and this is where tonight's going to get a little bit crazy and a little bit different, but crazy and different is usually what I do, okay? I want to complete your members area for you tonight so that you basically have the members area, okay? And again, tonight I'll be able to give you, if you're new, you'll be able to download that members area, download all these videos, the opt-in page, the free book, and even the emails for your list, okay? So you can see that everything in the green box will be done for you tonight, okay? Next week, I'll give you the sales page. Once I've done that, you're done. You literally are gonna be able to send traffic, get that traffic, build your list, sell this course as your own for whatever price point you want to sell it for. Keep 100% of the profits, build your list at the same time, and this is a brand new business completely done for you, 100% by me for you. I love it. How many of you love it? Just give me a big yes if you love that. All right, I see lots and lots and lots of yeses coming in. Keep them coming. I want to see some energy tonight. Come on, lots of yeses. Look, it's a Thursday night. We're supposed to be excited. The weekend is coming up. We got a holiday weekend coming up. That's a long weekend. Come on, keep the yeses coming. I see lots and lots of yeses. Very good. Okay, now we're back on track. Okay, so tonight we got to focus on giving you that paid traffic course for YouTube. Okay, super important that we do that tonight, because if we don't do that tonight, then well, you won't have everything that you need. Okay, but what I decided to do was do something a little bit different than what I usually do. How many of you know that I usually come up with something different at least once or twice or 4 times or 5 times a year? Just yes? Okay, I agree with you. And that does not involve me saying, let me sell you something. No, that's not the case. Somebody just said, are you selling me something? No, you must be new. No, I'm not. What I am going to do is if you take a look, last week I gave you all these videos here, okay? And this week, these are the videos that are due. But I thought to myself, I've been doing something with some of our students who bought my Digital Marketing Academy, where I was filming the course live. And last week I was editing some of those videos right after we got off the Success Connection. I thought, you know what? I wonder if I recorded some of these videos live, if my students might actually learn more, right? And if the trainings might be better. And I thought, well, is it possible for me to record them live and still give them the videos in the same night? And so started talking with my team about it. And right now, currently, I have Nick and Brett on this webinar with us, okay? They're both from guys that work on my team that help me with all of this stuff. They're what makes everything possible. What's gonna happen is I'm getting ready to teach you all of this right here, okay? And I'm gonna do it live with you tonight so you learn it. because I have a feeling that a lot of you get the videos, you don't watch the videos, so you're not learning, you're just selling a course, but you need to know how to do the YouTube ads so that you can sell a course, right? So I'm going to teach you this live. And then while we're live on the webinar, Nick is going to be chopping up, he's going to be recording, and he's going to record out when I go over my master video ad formula. He's going to chunk that out, put it on Vimeo, and at the end of our training tonight, you're going to actually be able to get these videos, just like I promised you, and put them right into your members area. How many of you are excited about that? Say yes. Lots and lots of yeses, keep them coming. Okay, the only video that I'm not going to record is this one, okay? I'm gonna ask you guys to record that video for yourself because a lot of you don't have a Google AdWords account, and for me, I have a Google AdWords account, and for the life of me, if I log out of all my Google stuff and try to set up a new Google AdWords account, it's gonna mess things up, okay? So signing up for Google AdWords, really and truly, people should already be signed up for Google AdWords when they sign up and create a YouTube account, which is what I did in this, because literally you created a Google account. So at that point, all you do is click on AdWords, right? And now all of a sudden you've got an AdWords account. So you can either not put this video in your course, which I think would be just fine, to be honest with you, or you can film that video on your own. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna film these videos, okay? Now, how we're gonna do this tonight is we're actually going to act like, and this sounds kind of weird, but we're gonna act like I'm not talking to you, okay? Because remember, we don't really want this course to be about Anthony. So what I'm gonna do is turn my webcam off, and I'm gonna start teaching my master video ad formula video, okay? And I'm gonna act like we're not on here. And then I'm going to pause for a second, and I'm going to say, okay, guys, that was the master video ad formula training. Now I'm going to start this one. And so what I'm going to do is kind of work my way through all these modules teaching you this tonight. But as I stop and pause, Nick's going to be able to cut the video up. How many of you think that's pretty cool? All right, very, very good. So we're going to actually get started now because we have a lot of training to cover. You guys are going to love this. So I'm going to start the training now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my webcam off, okay? Let's see, make sure the webcam is off. All right, so webcam is gone. And then what I'm going to do is pull up my browser. So give me just 1 second, because I do have to have one of my browsers open here. All right, we are just going to go in like this. Give me 1 moment. All right, so that should do it right there. And then we'll do like this. And then I just stretch that out. 1 second, I'm just making this really big so you guys can see it. All right, so take a look. Boom. All right, there it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count down, okay? And then I'm going to start teaching, and it's going to be, this is literally what's going to be in the module. So now you guys are actually going to know what is in the module, which I think is really smart and really awesome. And then this will be available for you literally to embed in your course tonight, okay? So here we go. I am going to start right now. And of course, as you guys know, we're going through the, through the course. So I'm gonna grab basically lesson 2 here, and in lesson 2 what we're talking about is my master ad formula. So it's a proven formula for converting ads on YouTube. All right, so we're going to start that in 3, 2, 1. All right, so in this lesson what we're going to be talking about is the proven formula for creating ads on YouTube. Now, we have spent in the last 3 months or so almost $100,000 on YouTube ads. And what we found is that there's a proven formula to really dial in what we're doing on YouTube. And it works like this: hook, teach, sell. Okay? Now in this module, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to walk you through each one of these and give you some examples of each one so that you're aware of kind of what we mean by that, okay? So the first thing is the hook. All right, and this is where we capture the attention, okay, of our viewer. it's important to remember that you only have 5 to 6 seconds before they can skip the ad on YouTube. So you've really got to dial your hook in to grab attention. All right. So in my opinion, this is the most important part of the ad, because without a strong hook, you're going to lose that prospect before you ever get an opportunity to teach them or sell them on anything, right? So the hook is what keeps the prospect with you. The hook is what keeps the prospect's attention on your ad and does not cause them to click the skip ad button, okay? Now, some example hooks, and again, everyone's hook is going to be a little bit different because, well, I mean, we're all selling different products, right? So depending on what type of product you're selling, your hook may change. But let me give you some examples, okay, of hooks. Learn how you can earn up to $997 commissions. Boom. Within 5 seconds, I know if I keep watching whatever the video is, that I'm going to learn how to make $997 commissions. Are you tired of being underpaid and overworked? This is a hook that's tapping into human emotion. So a person may be watching, any type of video on YouTube, and we run an in-stream ad. Okay, so that's an ad that plays before their video plays that they were trying to watch, and they have 5 seconds to skip this ad. But if this rings a bell with them, if this touches them emotionally, are you tired of being underpaid and overworked? Then they're going to stop and listen. That's a hook that makes a lot of sense. Would you like to partner with an internet millionaire? Boom. This makes a ton of sense, right? If you want to make money and you want to make money on the internet, then this may be a really good opportunity, okay? Have you tried but failed over and over again to build your own online business? Again, this may be something that really and truly rings to you, right? These are different hooks. Are you a stay-at-home mom looking to build an online business? Now we're reaching a really specific audience. On YouTube, with YouTube ads, we can target people based on their gender. So we can target an ad to women and an ad to men. Are you a stay-at-home mom looking to build an online business, right? Are you the father of the family and you're struggling to make ends meet? Are you a man that feels the necessity to take care of your family? Is it stressing you out? All kinds of, look, when you tap into human emotion, you get attention. Okay, there was one that I was just talking to with someone that's really phenomenal, that would be very good for women because it strikes a vein, right? Like it really hits home. It's, are you tired of being underpaid because you're female? So you think about it. Now, it doesn't matter if you agree with that, disagree with that, whatever the case may be. The point is, in advertising, we want to speak to the issues. We want to speak to the thoughts that are going through other people's minds, especially with our hook. Are you a female that's tired? Are you a woman that's tired of being underpaid just because you're female? That's something that gets attention. Remember, the hook is desired to get attention, okay? Now, once we have the attention of our prospect, it's time to teach, okay? Teaching is very, very important. We want to teach, and the reason we want to teach is because on YouTube, we give a lot of value, okay? We give a lot of value because people are available to actually watch our videos, okay? So unlike ads that you see running on Facebook, okay, where Facebook, the main reason is we just simply want people to click the link, okay? Because again, we don't know how much time and energy these people are willing to put into what we're talking about, so we just want to get their attention and make them click, okay? Just click now. But on YouTube, it's more, the formula is more to grab attention, build value, and then get a very targeted and value-based click from the prospect. So I typically suggest that this section be no longer than 2 or 3 minutes, but you want to cover some important topics, okay? Who are you and why should they listen to you? Remember, they were just on YouTube, they were trying to watch a different video, they saw your ad, you said something engaging. Now they're here, but who are you and why should they listen to you? What are you going to share with them, okay? And then share some golden nuggets, but don't go too deep into the specifics. I usually suggest using a whiteboard, like a kind of a dry erase or a whiteboard style application when you're doing this, because obviously being able to draw is a big benefit. Being able to draw and to illustrate things is going to help people to connect with what you're talking about, okay? So something that's very, very important. again, the teaching part really depends on what you are teaching, okay? So it's what you are teaching that's going to really matter here. Whether what you're sharing with them is how to have better relationships, how to make more money on the internet, how to do specific types of advertising, how to build an internet agency, how to sell a course online, how to do advertising on YouTube, all these different types of things. And then you share some golden nuggets with them. Okay, you give them 2 or 3 pieces of value and they think, wow, I got all this value from an ad. What would happen if I click the link? How much value would I really get? Might be a pretty surprising amount. And that's when we go into sell. Okay, this is where you input your CTA. A CTA is basically a call to action. Okay, that is where we call them to take an action. And we say, we want you to click the link at the bottom left of the video. Now, this is also very important because in YouTube ads, the link that they click is in the bottom left corner of the video. So you want to point people to where you want them to click, right? So we always say in our ads, click the link at the bottom left of the video, okay? And we structure our CTA here to build desire and urgency. So in your CTA, you'll tell them exactly what you want them to do and exactly what they can expect when they do it, okay? So when we get to the CTA part of our ad, we might say something like this: click the link that you see on the bottom left of the screen right now. When you do, I will invite you to a training showing you how to build your own online business. Plus, I'll also be giving you my free book, and you insert the book's name. Now, that's one example of a CTA. Again, you might be giving away a free report, you might be giving away a free training, you might be giving away a book. You might not be giving away anything for free at all. You might just say, click the link that you see at the bottom left of the screen, and when you do, I'm going to invite you to a training showing you how to do X, Y, or Z. Okay? So again, important for you to know kind of what are they going to get, and then just tell them what to do and then tell them what to expect. Okay? Then you move on to creating desire. All right? So these are important pieces of creating an ad that actually works. It's important to make sure that people understand their reason why. Okay, you've probably heard this a lot of times in the past, but it's especially important at this particular moment. If you remind them of the reason why they watched part of your ad in the first place, okay, you'll have a much better shot at actually converting them into a clicking prospect. Because at this point, they've invested some time with you, 2 to 3 minutes, right? So at this point, we want to remind them why they're here. So an example of this might be if you're looking to just simply provide more income to your family so you can stay at home, travel more, and enjoy life more, okay, then this training can help you. Look, the whole idea here is what is the real reason why your prospect would click and would buy your product? And then you reiterate that. Are you looking to break away from the 9 to 5? I mean, so the example might be if you're looking to just break away from your 9 to 5 job, get out from under the thumb of your boss, and live life on your own terms. This training could help you do that, okay? So again, this is creating desire. What is it that your customer desires that you can speak to, right, in this section? All right, so we create the desire. Then we ask them to click the link again with our second CTA based on that desire. So we now ask the prospect again, but we include this assumptive close based on the creation of desire. So think about it. Go ahead and click the link right now in the bottom left corner and join our presentation. I know you're here because you want a better life for yourself and for your family, and I'm going to do my best to help you reach that goal. So obviously we're using an example here of someone selling something through a YouTube ad that's teaching people to build an online business, right? That's what we're doing. And if you can look at this, you can kind of see this whole CTA as it goes. We say, click the link that you see at the bottom of the left of the screen right now. When you do, I'm going to invite you to this training and show you how to build your own online business. Plus, I'll also be giving you my free book. If you're looking to just simply provide more income to your family so that you can stay home more, travel more, and enjoy life more, then this training can help you. So go ahead and click the link right now in the bottom left corner and join our presentation. I know you're here because you want a better life for yourself and for your family, and I'm going to do my best to help you reach that goal. You see how that all flows? It all flows together perfectly. And then we create urgency. All right. Now, here's where we want to make sure that people understand there's a reason why they need to do this right now. In some cases, people only respond to urgency and they don't respond to anything else at all. Since we know our ad and our process will help people, it's important for us to help them make the right decision. So an example of urgency might be something like this. It's important to realize that once you click away from this video, you may never see it again. I obviously won't be doing this training forever, and I don't want you to miss out on it. If you're watching this video right now, that means you're in luck because my training is still available and it's online. Click the link right now. Okay, so we recreate that urgency here, all right, which is very, very important. And we tell them again to click the link. And then we do a final CTA. Okay, you want to close down the ad, but here's something that's very important to remember that a lot of people forget and a lot of people leave off. Okay, we want to make people like us. I know that this is a foreign thing to advertisers, but remember that part of advertising is retargeting. That means we are reaching back out to the customers that have already watched our videos. We want them to like us after they watch our videos so that when they see a second video ad from us, they might say, oh, that was that person that gave me all that value, did awesome. I might be interested in that now. So an example might be, thanks for watching my video, and I truly hope it provided some value to you, even if you don't decide to click the link at the bottom of this video and join my training. I've been helping people do X for X time, and now it's something I really love doing. And it's something I really love doing. If you feel I can help you reach your goals and live life on your terms, then join me now by clicking the link. I wish you massive success. So obviously, I've been helping people do X for X time. Okay, so what does that really mean, right? Like what would we really consider that? Okay, is something that you probably are sitting there thinking to yourself is, well, what do we really consider X for X amount of time, right? Well, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, again, what you're actually selling. What it matters and it's all about what you're going to provide to people, okay, in an effort to get them to do what you want them to do. So have you been teaching people to lose weight for the last X amount of years, right? Have you been teaching people to build an internet business for the last X amount of years? What is it that you've been teaching people to do, okay, that now they can have access to, all right? And that's what this is really about. This is really all about how long and what you can provide for them, okay? And this is a great way to close down an ad because, again, it kind of tells them your credentials, okay? So it shows them that you're serious. These are your credentials here, okay? You've been doing this for a while. But it also says, and it also shows that you're willing to help them in the future, right? That you're willing to help them in the future and you're willing to help them reach their goals in the future, which, of course, is always important to people, right? So these are things that I think are very, very important when doing an ad, and they're things that very few people actually do, right? Most people are not willing to put forth the time and the effort to do something like this. But at the end of the day, when you follow this formula, which we have followed for quite some time now with our own ads, when you follow this formula, what happens is you create the opportunity for yourself to do very, very well with your ads. This formula has worked phenomenal for me, and this formula has worked phenomenal for many other people who have run very successful ads on YouTube. And the reason is because, again, we are not afraid to teach people and not just sell them. So this is very, very important. Please take notes. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link to this sheet right here in this formula right underneath this video. So you'll be able to download this and go through it. Just plug and play what makes sense for your business right into this, and you'll be able to instantly dial right into the formula that's working so well for us. We've spent over, I would say, over $40,000 just developing the proven formula for converting ads, and we've now shared it here with you inside of this course. So I hope that you love it, and once you have dialed this in and downloaded this, go ahead and move on to the next module. All right, everybody, so what did you think about that? How many of you enjoyed that training right there? Just say yes if you enjoyed lesson 2, the master video ad formula. Let me see lots and lots and lots of yeses. All right, very good, very good. I see lots of people saying yes. Awesome. Okay, well, and how many of you like this idea of me doing this live on the webinar with you? Just say yes. Okay, I see lots of yeses. Very good. All right, well, so we got lots of people saying yes in the chat box. That's really good. The other lessons will be a little bit shorter. Listen, let me tell you something. What I just went over there, legitimately, no joke. We've paid $40,000 to learn that from one of the best YouTube advertising companies. Probably, let me try to get my webcam back on. Probably one of the best YouTube ad companies in the country. And we paid them $40,000 to teach us this. And we've tested this, and this works. I mean, like, we're spending money on this right now. Like, I'm going to show you in just a little bit. I mean, I've spent $90,000. I know this says since September of 2011, but it's really more like just this year. Like, if we, I don't even know if you can do this year. Let's see, how about we don't do all the way back to whenever. There we go. So we'll just do like January 1st through now. Okay. So you can see the ad spend's the same. I must have spent some money somehow previously. So you can see that we've spent $90,000. We've been doing this just recently, and it's worked so phenomenal, so phenomenally that that's the reason why I wanted to teach you this, right? So what we're going to do is dive into targeting your ads, okay? And then we'll talk about kind of some of the in-stream stuff, and we'll spend less and less time on each one of these. This, let me tell you something, this right here, that formula, I know it sounds silly, guys. I know that most of you are probably like, okay, Anthony, seems simple. But let me tell you something. I know video really well. And when I got on video and started filming videos for YouTube, they didn't work, right? And it's because I did not understand the metrics with YouTube. I didn't understand that after 5 seconds, somebody can skip the ad. You don't think about those things. I didn't understand that in the first 30 seconds, if somebody leaves your video, you don't even pay for it, okay? You don't even pay for that ad. So you want them to leave if they're not gonna click, right? Because then you don't have to pay for them. I didn't understand those things. There's a reason that these ads need to be done in that format, and it's because it plays into YouTube's format, which is what's most important, okay? So what I'm gonna do is set up real fast to teach this targeting side of things, because the targeting part is very important, okay? You can target people obviously based on many different factors, okay? So there's a ton of different things that you can use for targeting. One of the things that I like to do, and one of the things that I have seen many other people do, is target people based on their demographic, okay? Based on their parental status, based on their household income. I mean, there's a lot of different targeting that we can do, and we can also target people based on their age, okay? And we can see some of the results. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in here right now, and I'm going to start showing you some of this inside of my account. Some of you may have actually joined through my, some of you may have actually joined our course, our ambassador program, through a YouTube ad. And you'll see, like, I'm gonna show you the, inside of my account, and we'll put it in this course, and we're going to look at the cost per conversion, okay? And we're going to see what the cost per conversion looks like, okay, based on our age ranges, okay? And what you're going to find is there's going to be this crazy opportunity for you to dial in the age range for your ads, okay? That's going to blow you away. All right, and you'll see we also exclude some people from our ads too, like people that are much older than what we really deem important. Like, not important, but like proper for our audience, right? Like, we aren't targeting people that are 70 years old for an internet program. But if you're teaching something that's valuable to a 70-year-old, then that might make sense, right? So there's lots of different things that we can do. So what I'm going to do real fast, hold on one second. I'm setting this up so I can show you. Let's see. I guess we can just go back here. It won't matter. I've got lots of different things that I can show you, so we'll cancel this. All right, so we'll go through here and start talking about it now. And this will be the targeting your ads, okay? So targeting your ads. We'll fire this up in, let me just kind of zoom in on it real fast. All right. All right, so we'll fire this this piece up, and also again, I take myself off the camera because we're not trying to keep me, on here. So we want you guys to be able to have the course not be an Anthony Morrison course, right? So so I am trying my best to eliminate myself from it, but obviously that's becomes more difficult if I'm not if I'm showing my own stuff. So I'm going to try to kind of close some of these down, okay, but still be able to show you this, okay? So here we go. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. All right, so welcome to this module where we are going to be talking about targeting your YouTube ads, okay? Now, YouTube will allow you to target by a lot of different factors, but what we like to do is layer it on, okay? So what that means is we will create ads that are targeted by specific date ranges, then we'll create the same ads to target specific genders, then we'll create the same ads to target specific parental statuses and possibly even household incomes. And what we do is we find what works and then we create what we call a layer, okay? Meaning if we find an age range that's working really well and a gender that works really well and then a household income that works well, we'll create an ad that's literally targeted to that age range, that gender, and that household income level. What you're looking at here is the inside of one of our accounts where we've been running some ads. And what I want you to see is we've clicked on the age targeting right now. And what you're seeing is the age bracket is over here. So YouTube gives you different age brackets you can target: 18 to 21, 45 to 54, you got 25 to 34, and 35 to 44. I mean, you've got a lot of different age brackets, right? And so what we want to look at, anytime you're running Facebook ads, you're always going to want to be concerned with or paying attention to your cost per conversion, okay? So if I'm looking at my cost per conversion, you can see right here that I'm at $105.51 for a cost per conversion on this age range with this specific ad, okay? So each one of these are a different video that we film. So we've already talked about how to create multiple videos, and you basically create a different hook and a different training and all of those things. So we've created many different ones. And what you'll find is you can see that like this age range right here cost me $105 for a conversion. On this ad, so this is a completely different ad, it cost me $71. On this one, and again, this is 45 to 54, I'm at $69. Here's how you optimize and really target your YouTube ads, okay? What you want to do is when you're running an ad, you run that ad to all the age brackets, all the genders, the household income levels, and everything, okay? And you go back in and you look at your stats. Your stats are pretty simple. Impressions, this is how many people view, basically actually had it shown to them. Views is how many people actually watched the video, okay? So this means it was on the page, doesn't mean they watched it. This means they watched it. This is what percentage of the video they watched, okay? So like 25% on average. This is the average cost per view. So it's costing me about 6 cents every time somebody views this ad. The total cost was $71, but we only got one lead. So right now we're measuring leads as conversions. So this is 8,175 total leads for this, for all of these ads, okay? So you can see that one lead cost us $71. That's not a very good result, right? So we would say that this ad right here, running to the 18 to 24-year-old age range, is not good. And what we would do is we would go in here and we would cut this ad off. I've sorted this by cost per conversion, and the reason I did was if you scroll down, we're really looking to generate ads for around our leads in our business for around $10. So if you scroll all the way down here, okay, here's where it starts to get really interesting for our business model. Look at the age ranges and the difference in the cost per conversion. So look at this, cost per conversion, $11, ages 35 to 44, 55 to 64, $11, 35 to 44, $11, 55 to 64, $11. And if you keep looking, just look at all these age ranges and watch these numbers as they decrease. This means it's costing us less and less and less to get a lead. I want you to keep looking as we continue to go down. 45 to 54, 35 to 44, 45 to 54, barely ever, okay, do you see an 18 to 24-year-old age range. We have one that's right here, okay? But if you keep looking, all right, and you keep going, and you'll see we've paused some of these in the past. Look, we've got an 18 to 24 there, but look at what our age range is. For the most part, you can tell that the 18 to 24-year-old age range is not the age range that our ads convert in. Now, it doesn't mean that we don't have some ads that convert, okay? But look at the difference that it would have made had we run this ad right here. Okay, so remember, this is a different video. Where it says campaign, that's a different video that I filmed, okay? To 18 to 24-year-olds, this video was producing leads at $7. But the other video that I just showed you at the very top was at over $70. So again, how do you really dial in your targeting? It's real simple. You create multiple ads, okay, multiple videos. You run them to these age groups. And what you do is, if a video works really well to the 18 and 24-year-old age range, let it run. But if it's working bad, you cut it off. What you find is that by doing multiple video ads, okay, so multiple video ads, you are able to go in and really dial in your conversions. And that's the most important part, okay? The most important thing that I can share with you is dialing in your conversions based on these age ranges, okay? Super, super important. We also do the same thing with male to female, okay? So I can share this with you as well. And the reason that this works so well, by the way, is because different people respond to different things on YouTube. That's just the way that it works. And so when we're looking at our ads, okay, and we're determining whether or not they work, we might click on the female versus male, okay? And you can see that our statistics show that obviously more men see our ads than women, okay? But if we look over here at our cost per conversion, all right, so we can rotate our cost per conversion here, and you'll see that some of the female groups are up in $175 per conversion. So see, these are ads that don't work, right? This is a video that does not work well to females, okay, if you're looking at that properly. But down here, you'll find, obviously, there are some that work really, really good, okay? Like, look at this. This ad seems to work really well to female, okay? So this ad seems to work really well to men, as you can see when we're dialing this in, $5 leads, right? So if we were to just throw an ad out, let's just say that we picked one of the bad ads, we would not generate results. If you look at something like this ad has been targeted to men, and we've had 190,000 impressions, and we're getting conversions for only $6, okay? We can make money on a $6 conversion. That's just the way that it goes. So in your business, okay, it is always important to target your ads. There's many different ways to do targeting on YouTube, okay? You can target different audiences, different topics, different keywords, okay? So you can go in and choose your keywords that you want to target. You can choose audiences, again, demographics and topics. What we do is we layer these topics and these things together. We go in and we find the genders and the demographics that work. We find the keywords that work. We find the audiences that work, and then we layer those on. So for instance, a great example of how this might work and what might be the biggest winning ad that you could possibly create, okay, might be something similar to this. It might be that you go in and you say, okay, well, my gender is female, okay, in the age range of, let's just say 33 to 45. I can't remember if that was it, but we'll go with 33 to 45. For the keywords, you know, and then you input words here, okay, whatever those keywords are. And it might be that their income level is, you know, 45,000 plus, okay? So we found that by running one ad to females, the same ad to everybody 30, you know, to different age ranges and to different income levels and on different keywords. And then what we do is we find the best one of everything and we add all this together and make one new ad out of it that basically targets females 33 to 45 with certain keywords that people are searching for on YouTube at a certain income level. And boom, that becomes our best converting ad. You will always, if you are doing this at a high level, you will always have, okay, you will always have a pretty high level of, or pretty large number of ads running, okay? So you're gonna have a lot of ads that are running on YouTube. What is important is to be consistently turning those ads on and off, consistently turning those ads on and off. I cannot tell you how important that is, to turn your ads on and off based on whether or not they are converting. That's the best way to create the best targeting for your ads. This is exactly what we do every single day. And we're spending a lot of money on YouTube. And the way that we're doing it is because we're not just setting an ad up and letting it run. We're setting an ad up and we're watching that ad and we're turning them off based on which ones are converting and which ones are not. So hopefully this helps you to think a little differently with your targeting, okay? Going in and targeting specific, writing an ad for a specific keyword, then for that keyword, but to men and women. So for instance, just to give you an example, if the keyword was, you know, was learn online marketing, okay, then I would have an ad that's to females, okay, that's to females 18 to 24, that's to females, or females 18 to 34, and we'll just say income level 0, okay? And then I would have an ad that's to females, okay? Age range 33 to 45, income level 0. You see what I'm saying? And I would create all these ads. Then I would go back and I would do all these ads for the for income level of, you know, they give you a few different income levels, maybe 25K plus, and then 45K plus. You see what I mean? So one ad to just this keyword, and we usually group, all right, just to make things easy, we usually group 10 to 20 keywords. So we'll create an ad that goes to 10 to 20 keywords that we now write that ad and we place that ad to the females in this age range at this income level, and then at this age range at the same income level. And you just go back and reproduce it, and then you reproduce it for men, okay? And it's super simple because they let you copy it. So you just copy the ad, change the income level or the age range or the, you know, the gender. And what's happening is you are finding what works best for men, for women, for certain age ranges, and for certain income levels. And this is how you do your targeting, and this is how you crush YouTube ads and get very, very high return on your investment, because you're weeding out all the ads that are not actually working. So please, please dial your YouTube ads in by following this formula, and this will create the best targeting possible. Once you have figured this out, maybe rewatch this lesson and then move on to the next one. All right, everybody. So hopefully that makes sense. How many of you understood that? Just say yes if you understood that. Okay, so I'm seeing some yeses come in. Very good, very good. So that's a lesson on targeting your ads, okay? What I want to talk about next is just the in-stream ads, because the in-stream ads are the ads that actually work. I haven't really found that any other ads on YouTube really work that well. We've tried some other ads, and I'm not saying that that there are no ads that will ever work, right? What I am saying is that, you know, I have not personally seen those ads, okay? So what I want to do is film a quick lesson and I just grabbed a video right off of YouTube, okay, that I'm going to play on my screen here. This lesson is going to be super simple, but it's going to break down the difference in these in-stream ads and then like keyword placement ads, because I believe anyway that this makes the most sense. So I'm going to film this lesson for you guys right now. It's going to be super short, super quick, and hopefully we'll just give people, we want people to know what type of ad to run, but there's no reason to make it all difficult, right? And I know we're already at an hour, and I'm sorry, I'm rushing through it as much as I can, but these are the videos, and I feel like, how many of you are enjoying learning while I film the lesson? Just say yes. Okay, very good. This is definitely making my team's life a little bit harder with them having to figure out how to cut all this up while we're on here, but I think this is an awesome way to do this, so I'm down for it. All right, I'm going to cut my webcam off, and then you guys will be able to see the next lesson. Okay, so here we go. All right, let me cut this off, and I'm going to unpause my screen so that it shows up. And okay, everybody, so welcome to this lesson. What I want to talk to you about is the type of ads that we feel like you should run. Now, little disclaimer, this is what's worked well for us. It may not be what works well for everybody, but I will say that this is something that's working really well for a lot of people that we know in the industry that are doing YouTube ads, and it's called in-stream ads. So if you notice, I clicked on an ad here by Joe Rogan that says how to work out smarter. But if you watch, when I watch this ad, what you're seeing is an ad here, right? I'm trying to play the video, and now you'll notice I can skip this ad. Okay, this is what we've talked about in our training, is I can skip the ad at a certain point, right? So I can skip this ad after 5 seconds, and you'll notice that now the ad is done. And once the ad is done, I can go here to start over, or basically to start this. Now, here's the crazy part. It's going to run a second ad. So if I just let it sit here, it's going to run a second ad again before I can see the Joe Rogan video. So if I go over here and I say, I don't want to watch this ad anymore, and I skip it, here's the Joe Rogan video on how to work out smarter. This is called in-stream ads. These are ads that run before you watch the videos that you are interested in watching. So I'm clicking over here looking for, certain things, maybe, like I said, how to work out smarter. And all of a sudden, I'm watching an ad like you saw for Game of Thrones right there. Okay, so for some app, that is in-stream, okay? You can also run ads by just searching, okay? So literally by just searching for certain keywords on, on YouTube. So let's see, smarter ways to work out. Okay, so if I were to just put in the keyword up here, smarter ways to work out, and hit search, okay, YouTube's going to start bringing up some ads, okay? You'll notice that on this, I don't really see anything specific that are like actual ads, right, that say ad up here. A lot of times you will. So a lot of times what you'll see is when you type in something up here, that you'll see that there are ads, okay? Let's see. And of course, a lot of people have found, like, here we go. Here's one on Learn Affiliate Marketing, okay? And if you look, Learn Affiliate Marketing, there's an ad being run right here, and it says ad, okay? So this is for people that are searching for keywords, and they're actually going on here and teaching people how to learn affiliate marketing, but through this ad. These are running ads. The other is running in-stream. We highly suggest that you run in-stream because in-stream has been found, at least for us, to work far better than any other way that we could possibly do our advertising. So super, super important for us. I wanted to share this with you in this module. I'm going to keep it short, keep it sweet, keep it to the point. I do believe that that the in-stream ads work the best. They are catching people while they are watching the videos, and they tend to cost less money. So we can get better conversions and better ROI from an in-stream ad than we have been able to get with the keyword ad. So hopefully this lesson helps you. I highly suggest when you start your first ads to make sure that they are done in-stream and not specific searched keyword ads, but for sure in-stream ads. All right, so we are back on. Let me get back in here. All right, so hopefully Nick can find the cut for that. So in-stream ads, I think all of you probably have heard me talking about these in-stream ads. Super, super, super important, okay? I can't think of anything else that makes more sense than running in-stream. And so I wanted to make sure that I did a quick lesson on that. I think I'm going to take out optimizing click rates. And the reason I'm going to take it out is only because the click-through rate is dependent on you telling people to click the bottom left corner of that video. And what I did was I wrote that PDF, which, I mean, we're going to give you guys, and all of you will be able to get this. I wrote this PDF, and in this CTA section here, like, this is very, very, very to the point. When you go through this and you follow it, you will optimize your click-through rates because that's what it's designed to do, okay? So I think I'm going to eliminate session 5 because I can't add any more value to it, okay? I can't add any more value to it if I'm not able, then I'm already doing in session 2. Does that make sense, everybody? Just say yes if it does. Okay, I see lots of yeses. Very good. All right, let me cut my webcam. Well, let me look for something real quick. Let's see if my if we've got this done here. Okay, so everybody, what we're going to do next is understanding your results. Okay, now understanding your results is a super important thing, obviously, if you are going to be running any kind of ads on YouTube, because you have to understand what things cost, right? So what I'm going to do is pull up a file here, and I'm going to be able to share with you kind of how we look for our results, okay? And hopefully it will help. Let's see, understanding your results. Okay, and hopefully this will help people because understanding your results is just, it's something that a lot of people don't do. And I'm hopeful that this will help you, but also will help them, okay? So I'm gonna actually do this in Notepad, mainly because I think it'll be easier to see. So we're gonna start this lesson in 3, 2, 1. All right, everybody, so welcome here to the next lesson in your YouTube course. And what I'm gonna do is talk to you about understanding your results. All right, the important thing is, what are you looking for, okay? In most cases, we're either looking for leads or we're looking for sales, okay? So when we make our ad, we're trying to determine, are we bringing people into our ecosystem as a lead, or are we bringing them in as a sale, okay? Because that's the very first thing that we have to determine. Then, okay, then determine what our target, call it CPA, is. Okay, now CPA is cost per acquisition, okay? So that's what this means, cost per acquisition. So what is our target, okay? So A, if it's a lead, all right, then what is our target goal? Let's say it's $10. And B, if we're targeting sales, let's say that the sales is $40, okay? What we're doing here is we're working out how much can we afford to spend, okay? Because Google will optimize for you. And when you create your ads, it lets you create an ad and say, please optimize this for a target CPA, okay? It's called TCPA campaigns, okay? This means target cost per acquisition, okay? So on Google, we'll call it YouTube, right? It's still Google. On YouTube, we usually set our TCPA at 3x of our goal. Now, I know that that sounds crazy to you, but when you set it that high, Google is not going to try to optimize at that rate. So what that means is, if we're trying to get leads at $10, okay, and we're targeting for leads, we'll create a campaign and we'll set our target goal at $30, okay, at a maximum of 30. Google is going to continue to try to reduce that. But what happens is, you have to remember when you put ads onto Google, you are actually putting those ads out, okay? And those ads are going out into kind of like a lottery, if you will, okay? And Google is choosing which ads should it show. It doesn't mean that your ad is going to actually cost $30. What it means is you're willing to spend and target and refine your campaign to a $30 cost per acquisition, so Google shows your ads more. What we found is that when we set it to 3x of what our target is, we end up getting a lot of distribution, meaning we get a lot of ads that show up, right? Our ads actually show up on Google or on YouTube. In other words, we get distribution. People see our ad. We never pay anywhere near the 3x of our goal. But the important part is that you know what your goal is. Are you trying to get leads into your business from YouTube, or are you trying to get sales? Because that's completely different goals. And they're going to have completely different metrics, right? Because if you're generating leads, then that means you've got a sales process, which means you need to know how many leads does it take you to get a sale. And of course, when you get a sale, how much is that sale worth to you? So if a sale is worth $40, okay, and we're targeting leads for $10, then that to me means we're probably trying to convert 1 out of 4 leads into a sale, because then we're breaking even, right? So that would be our maximum goal. So what's very important before running your ads, because if you've watched all these YouTube videos, you understand, you know, the basic metrics, and you've got the master formula for creating your ad now, which is the most important thing. You can walk through tutorials on, you know, click here to put the ad onto YouTube. It's understanding how to film those videos that really dials in and helps you succeed. But you've got to know what you're targeting. So before you put any ads on YouTube, know your model. Are you looking for leads, or are you looking for sales? If you're looking for leads, how many leads does it take to get a sale? How much is a sale worth to you? And then you work your way backwards to figure out what your lead cost needs to be. And then if you run a target CPA ad on YouTube, which they allow you to do, you set that to about 3 times what you really want. And that should get you enough distribution, but should not cost you the 3 times your goal, right? And then you can slowly start to move that down, and you really refine your ads so that you're meeting your target CPA. Okay, you're getting your sales for $40, you're getting your leads for $10, but you're getting more distribution than everyone else, because most other people don't do that. Most other people think, well, my target CPA, I need leads for $10, and so they just put $10 here instead of 30. And what happens is there's so many people doing that, there's not enough distribution. There's people that aren't getting their ads shown. So we want your ads to be shown. And this is a little trick that we've been testing with ours, and it's worked really, really well. So again, the real basic reason for this module is to help you understand your results. And to understand your results, you have to understand your goal. What are you looking for? How much can you afford to pay for it? And we work backwards into determining, are our results good or are they not, right? You will have good results if you know your numbers. So very, very important. I don't know if you watch Shark Tank, but you know, on Shark Tank, you get eaten alive if you don't know your numbers. And that's the same way it is with online advertising. If you do not know your numbers, you cannot possibly win in the game of online advertising. It won't work. So you definitely need to have your numbers dialed in, know them ahead of time. And then when you lay out your campaigns, okay, when you go to actually advertise on YouTube, you should know exactly what it should cost you to get a lead, and exactly how much money you make when you make a sale, and you can dial your campaigns in. It doesn't matter what niche you're in, what industry you're in, what you're trying to sell, this will work, but you have to understand your results. And so many people skip this point, and they just basically go right into, you know, let me throw my ad on there and let me run it. But if you don't know what you're working towards, you can't possibly optimize. Because if you recall in the previous lesson, I showed you, here's what it's costing me per conversion, right? So to get a lead, it's costing me this. I need to know what that lead's value is in my business in order for me to know if I'm making money. And that's the #1 most important thing that you can do before you turn your ads on. So please, please know your numbers so you can understand your results, and then you can go ahead and get started with your YouTube ads. Whew. All right. How many of you enjoyed that? Just say yes. Well, how many of you understood that? Just say yes. Okay. So I got lots and lots of people saying yes. Very good, very good. Okay, so what we've done is I have filmed 4 lessons for you. I'm gonna let you film this lesson, okay? Because I feel like you could film this lesson, or you could skip this lesson. You could remove this lesson, okay? That's perfectly fine too. It won't matter. So this is your syllabus, okay? This is the course outline and the course syllabus. Here's what I'm going to do. So a lot of you are like, oh my gosh, I got all this training on here, but what are we going to do? How do we get this? It's all good. So here's the thing. Remember, we had the entire formula for building a business. All right. You get the members area, you get the opt-in pages, and of course, in the members area, you need to place these videos. Now, I taught you how to do this last week. So if you're a new student, I want you to watch the replay because it's super, super simple to put these videos in here. What I'm doing is Nick on my team is actually uploading those videos right now. He'll probably take him 10 more minutes because the last one we just did, to Vimeo. All right, so tonight you are going to be able at the end of this webinar to download all of the, I know you're thinking that's crazy, but you're going to be able to get these videos right into your members area tonight. There's not going to be any delay. I didn't want there to be any delay. I just wanted to film them live because I felt like I'd do a better job, and I felt like you guys would actually now learn what we're here to teach, which I thought was smart. So let me show you real fast in ClickFunnels, okay? If you go into ClickFunnels, into the funnel that I'm going to give you, you'll see there's all these lessons, okay? So you'll see that we have these lessons in here. You can remove the lesson 5 for optimizing your click-through rates because there's so much in this master video formula that there's no need for it. So you'll be able to remove that, all right? But just pick one. You can click on my master video ad formula. All you've got to do when you do this is click on the video and then go right over here and change this to Vimeo, okay? So change it to Vimeo, and then you just put the URL in. Now, I have already given you the URL, well, to some of these, right? So I don't know where did it go? I might have closed it. Hold on. Where are you? It's been a long day. All right, so there we go. So you can see that like last week I gave you all these, right? All these website addresses here. All you do is you copy that website address for the video for that lesson and you put it right in this box and the video will show up, okay? I'm gonna let you do this because I want you to learn, all right? Now, one thing that is important, okay, and it is important, so please, please pay attention, is that at the end of the day, you cannot click these links, okay? So clicking these links is not gonna let you watch these videos. You have to embed these videos into your ClickFunnels page that I gave you in order to watch the videos of all the lessons we just filmed. And the reason is they're only allowed to be embedded in one place, right? And that's ClickFunnels. So you have to embed them, all right? So I'm giving you all of those, plus I'm giving you the updated version of this. So what's gonna happen, let me just show you real fast, is you guys have a student resource center, okay? It's right here. I've made it really big. So I'm gonna give you access to this page in just a minute. So here's the deal. Let's just go through all the cool things really fast. All right, number 1, you can join the Partner with Anthony program, okay? And there's 2 videos. There's one that goes straight to the order form, one that gives you a video link here, so you get to choose. If you haven't joined Partner with Anthony, I suggest that you check it out. It's awesome, and I think you'd love it, okay? So you can go right here to do that. Of course, this was here for our Facebook group giveaway, which is supposed to happen tonight. So we're going to talk about that in just a second. You can scroll down. If you don't have ClickFunnels, you should get ClickFunnels. Why? Because with ClickFunnels, you can get this opt-in page, you can get this members area, you can get all of these videos. All of this stuff works with ClickFunnels. So if you're a new student, you need to get ClickFunnels. This is a free trial. You can get it right here for 2 weeks for free. Set your business up, see how it works. There's a ton of other funnels in here as well that you can download for free tonight. All of these links quit working at midnight Eastern time tonight, or midnight Pacific time tonight. Okay, so at midnight tonight, they don't work anymore. So you need to do this now. You need to do it tonight. It's important, okay? All right, so all of those need to be done. You'll scroll all the way down here to where it says your YouTube business, okay? All you've got to do is download your course syllabus, all right? And in the next couple of minutes, you'll also see The YouTube ads, basically we're going to put this up there. Nick will put this here, the proven formula for converting ads on YouTube, okay? It will be right there so that you can place it in your members area. The course syllabus, you want to download it again because Nick is currently updating it with all of the new links for the videos that we just filmed live tonight. I know that's crazy. I've always wanted to do this, and we're doing it, so it's cool. So when you download that syllabus, now there will be links in there to all of the paid ad lessons, the ones that we just filmed. You'll be able to go put those into your members area. So if you're a new student, the steps are very simple. Step 1, you come to this page. Step 2, you get ClickFunnels if you don't have it, okay? So if you don't have it, you have to get it. You have to have it in order to do this. So you get ClickFunnels. It's free tonight, and it's free for 2 weeks. So get ClickFunnels. Scroll all the way down, and what you'll want to do as a new student is download all your assets. Here are the opt-in pages, okay? So all those opt-in pages, they're right here. They're completely free. The emails, they're done. Here's the book, okay? So the YouTube book, I told you get it for free. It's right here. Here's the members area. You can download that for free. Here's the course syllabus. You want to download that because it has the links to all the video lessons in there that you can now put into that members area, okay? Get it downloaded. And then right below that will be this, because I've got to send this over to Nick. He should be doing this in just a second. The proven formula for converting ads on YouTube. You'll be able to download this right here in your Student Resource Center, okay? So in the next few minutes, all of that will be available for you. Now, here's what we're going to do for next week, okay? So check this out, because I always like to make changes, all right? So next week, all right, let me see if I can't make this a little smaller. All right, so I'm pretty bad about making changes. You guys know that, so you got to bear with me. All right, next week, number 1, we're going to release the sales page for the YouTube course. That means, and then we're gonna release the sales page. We're gonna connect all the dots and review. Next week, your business should be live. We're gonna basically build the sales page. You're gonna have the sales page. You already have the opt-in page. You now have all the lessons in the course, and we're gonna connect all the dots together, and boom, everything's gonna happen all at one time, and you are gonna be able to create ridiculous success with it. At least I think, and this is a great value for people because there's a lot of training in here that's really good, especially for beginners, right? For people that have not done anything like this before. Number 3, I'm going to give away, instead of $2,000, I'm going to give away $3,000. All you have to do is post in the Facebook group every day, okay? So every day until Thursday when we're live next week. Now, here's the thing. I was supposed to select a random winner tonight, but I thought I was flying home to Mississippi. I didn't. I ended up having to stay because they're doing some work at our building. I think I told you that already. And then I started thinking about how can I get this course filmed live and implemented live, because I thought it would be awesome. And I already have videos that I filmed, and I just trashed them and said, I'm going to do this live. It'll be better. And so I've worked really hard on that today, and I'll be totally and completely honest with you. I did not look to select a winner for the $2,000. And in order to select a winner for tonight, I would have to go and prove that that person has posted all of those times, because I told you I wasn't going to do our top contributors. I was going to randomly select somebody to win, and I just did not have time to do it. So what I'm going to do, if it's okay with all of you, is I'm going to up the ante to $3,000 if you continue to post in the Facebook group until next week. And next week, I will announce, what I'll do is I'll give the top 10 contributors money, and I'll pick some random winners as well that have posted every day since then. How many of you would be okay with me doing that? Just say yes. So we wait a week for a winner. And by the way, all of you that won last week should be getting paid right now. It was literally so many people. And so Nick went through and he found a lot of you on Facebook. We got your information. We got it over to Josh. So he should be paying you. If you haven't been paid yet, you'll be paid by tomorrow. It's just been like, there was way more. I think there was 15 winners or something, or maybe 10. way more than I originally anticipated, and obviously it's just hard to get everybody's information. So anyway, it looks like everybody says they're okay with that. I appreciate it, because honestly, I'm trying my best to get it all together, and I just didn't pick I just didn't go through and randomly select somebody that actually made the post every day. And I think that's important. If we're asking you to post every day, and then I pick somebody that just posted today because it's the fastest, easiest thing to do, it's not really fair, right? And so I don't really operate that way. And if I'll just rather be honest with you and transparent with you and say, hey, I didn't do this, I messed up, I'm sorry. It's free money anyway. So I felt like the value in me doing the training live was better than the value of me doing that. And I could only do one. So, so next week, releasing the sales page for the YouTube course, your business is going to be live, connecting all the dots and reviewing, and then giving away $3,000. And all you have to do is post in our Facebook group. So when you get to this page right here, okay, it always does that, doesn't it? Did it last week when we were doing this. So when you get to this page right here, oh, just stop it. When you get to this page right here, you can join our Facebook group, okay? So just click here to join our Facebook group. I'll have Nick, if you could go on and update this to say $3,000 next week. It may already be updated. I haven't refreshed the page. So if you click right here, it'll take you to our Facebook group. You just leave some comments in there and post in there every single day from now until next Thursday, and you'll qualify to be a part of the $3,000 winner for next week. So I think that'll be really awesome. So how do we get to this page, and how do we get these funnels, and how do we get everything? It's real simple. You just go right here, write this website address down. It's go.vsc.com/funnel. And the password to get into that page, okay? I wrote it down. Password is profits. The password is profits, all right? Your new syllabus should be up now, okay? So Nick just texted me and said the syllabus was up. So the syllabus is up, which means all of the links to the new videos are now there. So all the links to the new videos are there. The link to basically to the PDF is now there, okay? The proven formula for converting ads on YouTube, boom, that's there. And if you're a new student, you need to make sure that you go there right now so that you can get all of the other things that you really need, which are all the funnels and stuff, right? So again, you can join our Facebook group. We're gonna give away $3,000 next week. Get ClickFunnels if you don't have it. You need it. There's no reason not to have it. I hope that, I can't even see myself on the camera, but I sure hope that my head's not cut off. There we go. Okay, I only have one angle here. So listen, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I did my best to put it all together and do something different. As you can see, I was a little bit flustered throughout the process because, you know, crazy things happen when you're live. You know, some people always ask me, why do you do these things live? And I say, I do it live because I love being live. But there are problems when you're live. In fact, let me just show you this. First of all, by the way, make sure you go.vsc.com/funnel, type in the password profits. It'll take you to this page. Get ClickFunnels if you don't have it. Download all of your funnels. Download all the new assets tonight. Get your videos into the members area. Next week, the sales page is going to be live for you. But let me show you what I was dealing with while we were doing this. Check this out. You're going to laugh, and I'm candid with you because, well, I have to be. Did anybody notice that I didn't use my whiteboard? My iPad died. It won't charge, and I don't know why. It won't charge, and I've had it over there on the charger since it died about, gosh, an hour ago, and I finally got it up to 9%, but the minute I turn it on, it turns itself off. So I just did the whole training in a completely different way than I originally planned to do it, because my iPad would not turn back on. Gonna have to get multiple of those. But that's what happens when you're on the Success Connection, right? You know, things change. When we're live, you can't predict live. So anyway, listen, I had a good time. You would have never known it if I didn't tell you. Everybody was saying awesome, 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 awesome training, even though I, in my back of my head, was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? I'm live, my thing won't turn on, and I can't figure it out. How am I gonna teach this? And I did it a completely different way. And that's the reason why I wanted to do it live anyway. I feel like it's better. I feel like it's just better energy. I feel like it's better delivery, better value. And So hopefully all of you loved it. So listen, go to the page, go.vsc.com/funnel, download everything right now. Put in the password profits, download everything, get ClickFunnels if you don't have it, and I'll see you next week right here, same place, same time on the Success Connection. Listen, have a great weekend, have a safe weekend. Please have a safe weekend with it being a holiday weekend. Be very careful, but look, do a little work today, do a little work tomorrow, do some work over the weekend while everybody else is partying and being crazy. Build your business, because building your business helps you build your legacy, and I truly believe that. I'll be working this weekend, right? So if I'm working, you should be working, and make sure that you do not forget to leave any post in our Facebook group. Every single day, leave a post in our Facebook group. Help people, tell people what you need help with, communicate. 14,000 people there that are looking ready, willing, and able to help you. And I myself am in there now almost every single day looking at your questions and helping you. So please, please be a part of our community. Leave those comments, and you could win part of that $3,000 next week here on the Success Connection. Again, thank you so much for being here. Have a good weekend. I'll see you guys next week on the Success Connection. Take care, everybody. Good night.